before you reach for your coffee, before you scroll through your phone, before the day pulls you in the right direction it always does. I need just 2 minutes of your time right now, because what you do to your hair in the first 15 minutes of your morning is either building your crown up or quietly wearing it down. One day at a time, and most women have no idea which one they are doing. If your hair has been feeling thinner since menopause, drier than it used to be, or simply not like itself anymore, I want you to know something. You are not imagining it, and more importantly, it is not too late. Stay with me through this entire video, because I am saving the most important habit for last, the one most women skip completely, and it is the one that makes the biggest difference of all. Welcome to Ageless Black Pearls, the home for Black women over 50 who understand that this season of life is not a decline. It is a refinement. Let us get into it. The very first mistake most women make in the morning is handling their hair completely dry. I understand it. You wake up, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and the instinct is to fix it immediately. But dry manipulation on postmenopausal hair is one of the fastest paths to breakage. The kind of breakage that does not announce itself until it is already gone. Here is what to do instead. Before you detangle, before you style, before you do anything at all, mist your hair lightly with water or a water-based leave-in spray. Just enough to restore a little softness and flexibility to each strand. That one habit alone can dramatically reduce your daily breakage. For those of you with tighter coil patterns, your hair is naturally more prone to dryness because of the way your curl pattern makes it harder for your scalp's natural oils to travel down the full length of the hair shaft. After menopause, that dryness deepens, so moisture must always come first. Every single morning without exception. I know your mornings are full. I know the hours feel shorter than they used to, but I need you to find 4 minutes for this, because science is fully on your side. Research has shown that daily scalp massage, performed consistently over several months, leads to measurable increases in hair thickness. Not in theory, in practice. Documented results. 4 minutes of slow circular motions using the pads of your fingers, never your nails, directly on your scalp. That is all. What you are doing is increasing circulation to the follicle bed. You are waking the soil up. You are telling those follicles that nutrients are coming and that they need to stay active and engaged. If you want to take it further, warm a few drops of rosemary oil between your palms and work it gently into your scalp as you massage. Research has found rosemary oil to be comparable to certain clinical hair loss treatments in supporting hair count over time. Comparable. That is not a small statement. Queens, 4 minutes every single morning. You are absolutely worth that. After moisture and your scalp massage, it is time to style. And here at Ageless Black Pearls, there is one non-negotiable rule for women over 50. Protect before you style. Every single time. If heat is part of your morning routine, a thermal protectant goes on first. No exceptions. After menopause, your hair is finer and more fragile than it has ever been. The same temperatures you used for years can now cause damage that looks and feels exactly like thinning. Turn the heat down and protect what you have. And when it comes to your actual style choice, I want you to be honest with yourself about tension. Tight ponytails, edges slicked back hard, heavy styles that stress your hairline. These feel like small decisions in the moment, but they accumulate over weeks and months into real, visible hair loss along your edges. Your morning style should feel good on your scalp. Not tight, not straining. If it hurts, it is hurting your follicles too. Do me a favor right now. Drop a comment and tell me what your current morning hair routine looks like. I genuinely want to know where you are starting from. Your answer might be exactly what another woman in this community needs to read today. This is the morning habit I promised you. The one most women overlook entirely. Your hair is one of the last places your body sends nutrients. When your body is managing its resources, your heart, your brain, and your organs are always first in line. Hair receives what is left over. So what you put into your body in the morning matters deeply to the health of your crown. Start your morning with protein. Eggs, Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie with flaxseed. Anything that gives your body the raw materials it needs. Hair is made of keratin, which is a protein. If your breakfast is mostly sugar and simple carbohydrates, your body simply does not have what it needs to prioritize your hair. Add a vitamin D supplement if you have not already. Melanin-rich skin, while beautifully protective, requires significantly more sun exposure to produce the same vitamin D levels as lighter skin tones. Vitamin D receptors have been found in hair follicles, and deficiency is directly linked to hair loss. Many of us are deficient and have absolutely no idea. Your morning routine is not just what you do to your hair. It is what you put in your body to feed it from the inside out. You have watched morning hair videos. You have seen the nighttime tutorials. But nobody is talking about what happens to your crown in the hours in between. What happens after hours of dry air, friction, movement, and stress? What is your hair going through right now while you are simply living your life? If your hair feels brittle by afternoon, if your edges look stressed before the day is even done, if dryness seems to return no matter how well you started your morning, the afternoon is the missing piece nobody told you about. Stay until the end of this section, because I am going to share something about stress in your hair that will completely shift how you think about your afternoons. And I promise you, it is not what you are expecting. This is Ageless Black Pearls, and today we are covering the full day. By the time afternoon arrives, your hair has been exposed to dry indoor air, outdoor elements, friction from headrests, scarves, or collars, and the natural moisture loss that happens throughout the day simply from being alive and moving. For melanin-rich hair over 50, that afternoon dryness is real, and it is doing quiet damage. Here is your midday solution. Keep a small spray bottle of water or a water-based refresher mist wherever you spend your afternoons. Your desk, your bag, your car. A few light spritzes on the hair and scalp in the afternoon can reset your moisture levels and protect your strands through the rest of the day. This is not about redoing your entire style. It is about maintaining the integrity of each strand you have right now. Dry hair is brittle hair. Brittle hair breaks. And breakage on postmenopausal hair, where growth is already slower, is a setback that compounds quickly. I want you to do something right now. Whatever style you are wearing today, pause and ask yourself honestly, is it pulling? Can you feel any tension along your hairline or at your temples? Is your scalp sending you a signal you have been ignoring? Because here is a truth that mainstream beauty does not say clearly or often enough. Traction alopecia is one of the leading causes of hairline and edge loss in Black women, and it does not happen overnight. It is the quiet, steady accumulation of daily tension over months and years. After menopause, your follicles are already more vulnerable than they were before. They do not need the added pressure of a style that is working against them all afternoon long. If your style is pulling by midday, take it down. Refresh it loosely. Give your scalp the freedom to breathe. Your edges are worth far more than any style that is causing them harm. Drop a comment and tell me honestly. Have you ever experienced edge thinning or hairline loss? How did you handle it? Your story could be exactly what another pearl in this community needs to read right now. And if you are finding value here, subscribe to Ageless Black Pearls. We talk about the real things every single week. Remember what we said this morning. Hair is one of the last places your body sends nutrients. That truth does not change at 2 in the afternoon. What you eat and drink throughout the day continues to either support or quietly starve your follicles. Hydration is the one most women forget. Your scalp is skin. Dehydrated skin is less elastic, less resilient, and less capable of supporting healthy follicle function. If you are not drinking enough water through the day, your scalp is already feeling the difference. An afternoon snack that includes healthy fats and protein keeps your body stocked with the materials your follicles need to thrive. Walnuts are particularly powerful here. They are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which nourish the scalp and help reduce the low-grade inflammation that quietly interferes with healthy hair growth. A small handful in the afternoon is one of the simplest things you can do for your crown. Small choices. Consistent decisions, compounding results over time. That is how we do this at Ageless Black Pearls. Here is what I promised you. The afternoon piece that will completely shift how you think about your hair health. Stress. Specifically, chronic, unmanaged, mid-afternoon stress is one of the most direct biological threats to your crown. I do not mean that poetically. I mean it scientifically. When stress levels rise, cortisol rises with it. An elevated cortisol disrupts your hair growth cycle by pushing follicles out of the growth phase and into the shedding phase prematurely. This is called telogen effluvium. It can cause significant, seemingly sudden hair loss, and it is directly triggered by stress that the body never receives relief from. Here is the truth that this community deserves to hear plainly. For many Black women over 50, the stress we are carrying for our families, our communities, and our workplaces is quietly destroying our crowns from the inside out. And we have been conditioned to carry that weight without complaint, without pause, and without question. Your afternoon is not just time to push through. It is time to protect a 10-minute walk, 5 minutes of quiet, a phone call with someone who makes you laugh from somewhere real. Whatever releases the pressure valve for you, build it into your afternoon on purpose. Your cortisol levels and your hairline are connected. Protect your peace like you protect your crown, because they are the same thing. Your hair does its most important work while you are asleep, not in the morning, not in the afternoon. At night, while you rest, your body enters full repair and restoration mode, and that includes your follicles. So the question is not just what you put on your hair before bed. The question is whether you are setting your crown up to heal or accidentally undoing everything you built throughout the day. If you are waking up with dry, brittle, or tangled hair, if your edges seem to be thinning even though you have been careful, if your hair simply never seems to hold on to moisture no matter what products you use, the answer is almost certainly in what is or is not happening at night. Stay until the very end of this routine, because the final step is the one that surprises every woman who hears it, and it costs absolutely nothing. Welcome back to Ageless Black Pearls. This is where the real restoration begins. The very first thing your hair needs at the end of each day is to be released. Whatever style you wore today, take it down before you sleep. Braids, twists, a bun, a ponytail. Take it down. Sleeping in tight or pulled styles keeps your follicles under tension for the 8 hours your body is working to repair them. That is 8 hours of pressure on the very structures responsible for your hair growth. For postmenopausal hair that is already navigating hormonal shifts, that is a burden your follicles simply do not need to carry through the night. Let your hair down. Gently detangle from the ends to the roots using your fingers or a wide-tooth comb. And take a moment to actually feel your scalp. Is it tender? Are there areas that feel particularly tight or sore after the day? These are signals. Learn to listen to them. Night is when your most intensive moisture work happens. And for melanin-rich hair over 50, this step is not optional. It is the foundation. Here is the method that works. Start with water or a light water-based leave-in conditioner applied to slightly damp hair. Water is your moisture. Then seal that moisture in with a natural butter or oil. Shea butter, castor oil, and jojoba oil are all excellent sealants. Water moisturizes. Butter or oil locks it in so it does not simply evaporate overnight while you sleep. This is called the LOC method, and it is one of the most effective moisture retention strategies for our hair type. You will find it referenced again and again in communities of women who have found real results. For your scalp specifically, this is also the time for a targeted treatment you are using. Rosemary oil massaged into the scalp at night gives the ingredient hours to absorb and work without being washed out or styled over. Consistency with this step over several months is where real visible change happens. I want to ask you something. What is currently in your nighttime hair routine? Drop it in the comments. No judgment whatsoever. This is a learning community, and every single response helps someone else find their way. After your moisture ritual, protecting your hair overnight is non-negotiable. And this is where many women are losing their progress without ever realizing it. Cotton pillowcases are a silent challenge for melanin-rich hair. Cotton absorbs moisture and creates friction against the hair shaft as you move throughout the night. That friction causes breakage. That breakage, over time, looks like thinning, and that is a problem with a beautifully simple solution. Switch to a satin or silk pillowcase tonight. If you prefer your current pillowcase, a satin bonnet or a silk scarf works just as well. Wrap your hair loosely, not tightly, in a style that protects it without adding any new tension. For those of you who love pineappling your hair at night, that loose high puff works beautifully as long as your hair tie is soft and there is no pulling at the roots. This single change, from cotton to satin, is one of the highest return choices you can make for your entire hair care routine. And it costs almost nothing. Your body does its cellular repair work overnight, including follicle repair. And that repair process requires raw materials. What you eat and drink in the evening either supports or limits the work your body does while you sleep. A light evening snack that includes protein and healthy fats gives your body what it needs for that overnight restoration. Avoid going to bed significantly dehydrated. Your scalp is skin, and dehydrated skin cannot effectively support the follicle function you are counting on if you are taking hair supplements. Evening is often the optimal time for omega-3 fatty acids. They work through the night to reduce the scalp inflammation that quietly interferes with healthy growth. And if you have not yet spoken to your doctor about checking your ferritin and vitamin D levels, make that appointment. Those two deficiencies are among the most common and most invisible contributors to hair loss in Black women over 50. Knowing your numbers is the foundation of everything else. This is the step I promised you. the one that is completely free, and the one that changes everything. Before you close your eyes tonight, I want you to spend 60 seconds, just 60 seconds, thinking about what you are grateful for about your body, including your hair, not what it used to be, not what you wish it looked like, what it is right now. I know that might sound simple, but here is the science behind it. Chronic negative self-perception and unrelenting internal stress have been shown to elevate cortisol, the very hormone that disrupts your hair growth cycle. The way you speak to yourself about your body at night, the thoughts you carry into sleep with you, are not separate from your physical health. They are a direct part of it. The women who move through post-menopausal hair changes with their crowns intact are often not the ones who found the most expensive products or the most elaborate routines. They are often the ones who stayed compassionate with themselves through the process, who showed up consistently without punishing themselves. When progress felt slow, your crown is not failing you. It is changing, and you are learning a new language of care for it. That is not a loss. That is wisdom. That is refinement. That is exactly what Ageless Black Pearls is about. If this video gave you something today, something you will carry into your morning, your afternoon, or your evening tonight, please give it a like. It helps this message find the women who need it most. Subscribe to Ageless Black Pearls if you have not already. Every week, we show up here to talk about the things that actually matter for Black women over 50. Fashion, wellness, confidence, and the kind of self-care that goes far deeper than surface level. And leave me a comment. Tell me which part of this routine you are starting with. Tell me what you have been struggling with. Tell me what you want us to cover next. This community grows because you show up, and I am always glad you are here. Until next time, queens, wear your crown well.